On the Russell 2000 IWM ETF, we were up 3.59% today, and this is by far the most important indicator from the whole entire market. And this was the trade that I was the most bullish about because in the Discord server, this has been a trade idea. And you could probably tell if you're a regular viewer of the YouTube videos, I drew this arrow a long time ago that from the high 190s, I thought IWM was going into the high 220s by September. And you can tell with today's very powerful bullish thrust higher and the break of the previous high at 210, that this is now looking more and more likely what is going to play out. And the interesting thing about today is that if you were not bullish on IWM, you are just now starting to get this on your radar with today's bull breakout, because a lot of bulls don't like buying low because they don't understand how to read price action. And they didn't understand these were low risk entries for a very bullish chart. And I'm not knocking anybody who wasn't in this, and I'm not knocking any bulls that have a different strategy than me. I am simply saying there is going to be a lot of new money coming into IWM with this bull breakout, because if you really just look at this, this is an extremely bullish higher low into a higher high breakout. And bulls that like buying breakouts and want to jump on that momentum are going to be entering now that we're above 210. So understand what I just said, because that is a very important reason why the whole entire market is about to go on a face-ripping bull rally. This is the breakaway gap we've been looking for in IWM, and I do not expect this gap to fill. Even if we get any pullbacks, it is likely going to leave that gap open before we go even higher, which gives us at least enough room to pull back to the low of the day at 207. But more than likely what will happen is we'll get another powerful thrust higher, and any pullback from there would likely still stay above the breakout at 210 before we continue a bull trend. So I don't really care to predict or speculate exactly how it's going to play out. It's just more important to understand that bigger picture. This is an extremely bullish breakout, and this is a very important breadth thrust for the entire market, because a lot of the breadth in the market was focused in those magnificent 7 big tech stocks. And today the triple Qs were down over 2%, while the Russell 2000 was up over 3.5%. That is a breadth thrust because the small cap stocks are moving higher now while the mega cap stocks cool down, which means money is rotating around and starting to move through the market. That is a healthy indication. That is a bullish indication. And when you get these strong breadth thrusts, you do not want to ignore them, and you definitely do not want to short them. So if you look at the small caps, this is extremely high volume on an extremely bullish breakout. And this is a multi-week consolidation breakout, just like we had on Tesla stock before Tesla went parabolic. So do not for 1 second think that it's not possible for IWM to just go on a face-ripping parabolic rally and never look back. Again, these are just speculations. Price action needs to do all the talking, but the price action did a hell of a lot of talking today in IWM. So keep this in mind. This is definitely one of those trades you do not want to ignore. Above 207 and 210, this looks like another face-ripping bull rally starting to develop in IWM. And overall, this is very healthy for the bull market. And if you zoom out here and you just draw a neckline here at this breakout, this looks like a giant inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a very bullish pattern that is only confirming more and more about my speculations that we're going towards 228. So you don't have to agree with me about anything that I'm telling you. As I told you, I do not care if you agree with me. I do not care if you have a different opinion. I am reading the charts and I am telling you what the charts are saying, and that carries way more weight than any of your opinions or any quote unquote expert analyst that wants to go on the news networks or write an article on the internet that they're expecting a deep pullback coming soon. You can go listen to those speculations or those perma bears who keep telling you the market's going to go lower, or you can look at the chart and follow the objective price action that tells us that we're going to go higher.